Good evening, everyone. This is William Theo, and this is PTV News Now. Salties, the endearing nickname we have come to know as one of the largest and most fearsome predators mostly found in Australia's Northern Territory. Saltwater crocodiles are huge when they reach full adult size, measuring up to 6 meters and tipping the scales at approximately 2 metric tons or over 2,000 pounds. They are man-eaters too, who are fair game when they enter a stream, pond, lake, or lagoon for that matter. Then again, salties were hunted down for several decades and came close to utter extinction, with only 3,000 left in the wild in the 60s. This after decades long of being hunted down for their skin or hide that has become so sought after and pricey as haute couture bags and shoes. But timely government intervention has brought salties back en masse and have become a problem as they continue to attack humans and near the water. For more than a decade, WikiLeaks founder and Aussie native Julian Assange has mocked and thumbed his nose on the U.S. military and government for soliciting classified, censored, and restrictive information on the U.S. military and government, to include then 2016 Democratic presidential hopeful Hillary Clinton. Over the last 5 years, he has been sitting in a UK prison awaiting his extradition and day in court in the United States, which Assange has expressed great worry and trepidation over. VOA's Jeff Zeldin gets up to speed with the latest developments in this report.
He's a man who inspires. From Spain to Britain and beyond. But how people see Julian Assange and the work of his whistleblowing website WikiLeaks depends on where they stand.
The implications on press freedom really depend on how we categorize Julian Assange himself. Is he a journalist? Is he some sort of dissident? Is he an activist? Is he a hacker?
Press freedom advocates say it's not that simple.
It does not matter if you think Julian Assange is a journalist. What matters is that he is charged, and the prosecution essentially alleges that he was engaged in regular news gathering activities.
And if news gathering is on trial, he says the stakes become clear.
If he is found guilty and the prosecution is held up, it means that all that stuff that journalists do all the time will become criminalized.
Bushmaster 7, Roger. This is Bushmaster 7, Roger, engage.
1-8, engage, clear. Come on.
But the repeated release of classified information and encrypted U.S. video, like this from Iraq, has drawn fire from top U.S. intelligence officials, who gave Assange and WikiLeaks a clear label in 2017.
It's time to call out WikiLeaks for what it really is: a non-state hostile intelligence service often abetted by state actors like Russia.
Former intelligence officials add there are stark contrasts between journalism and the behavior in which Assange engaged.
He was not the passive recipient of whistleblower information. He was not meeting somebody in a dark corner of a bar somewhere, asking them questions and getting answers, or being maybe handed over some documents. He was actually working with these individuals to train them and teach them, and provided them with tools that they could then use to break into systems and then collect information in large volumes.
The U.S. case against Assange focuses on just that, alleging Assange worked with others to crack passwords, sought to help government leakers evade law enforcement, while recklessly endangering the lives of dissidents and human rights advocates. Still, for some, the case against Assange is anything but clear.
Certain elements of what WikiLeaks and Julian Assange has done really do fit the mold for a journalistic function. But again, just dumping material out there without any context, without any analysis, without any real vetting, might not rise to the level that we'd expect from somebody we would call a journalist.
A potentially polarizing case in a polarized world. Jeff Zeldin, VOA News, Washington.
At this moment, we turn to our Pine City studios for the latest developments brewing in the Cordilleras. Eddie?
Naimbagarabi, Pilipinas, nasurok ka 200 kaso iti violence against women and their children ti nailista iti Baguio City. Ito madani na Women's Month, ikam kampanya ti gobyerno iti panangliklik iti kaso iti panagabuso kada iti babay. Iti 2023, 240 kaso ti violence against women and their children iti Baguio City. Kadwan ti physical abuse, psychological ken sexual abuse. Malaksid iti panaglabsing iti anti-vowsy. Nalista pa iti 18 kaso ti rape, 15 kaso ti human trafficking, ken 4 kaso ti acts of lasciviousness. Iti selebrasyon ti Women's Month itong Marso, mabigbig ti napatag a kontribusyon ng iti babay ti kagimuan.
Additional assistance sa kanilang mga anak.
Iti dabduma payadamag manamnama amay danunan iti international markets dagiti Abraham Woven Textile baban iti inobasyon ken teknolohiya amang asa iti nabayagan a tradisyon ti panagabel. Di parang paduras iti weaving industry ti probinsya ket kolaborasyon ti Department of Science and Technology. The Philippine Textile Research Institute Asia Livelihood Network ken iti University of Abra. Panggap daytoy ang maasa ti cotton-based woven products ti Abra tapno makagiddan iti international standards sa partikular iti Japan ken ALN network ka clients. Naipatungpal pa iti ALN Abra Provincial Science and Technology ken iti PTRI iti mentorship ken trainings iti natural dye application tapno matulungan dagiti weavers ang makaarami iti produkto amayan natop iti preferences dagiti international clients. Iti abal ti Abra, where tradition meets innovation, anay sayangkat itay laeng nabiit. Nitampok dagiti disenyo kenabel a produkto, manipon iti agarop makatawan at training.
The textile industry will perish without innovations. When we say innovations, it is not talking of permanence, but it is a continuous process of breaking the status quo towards improving products, processes, and services, powered by foresight, ingenuity, creativity, and innovative mindset.
Bueno, dagita damdamag manipon iti PTV Cordillera siya ni Eddie Carta na imbag Arabi.
Dream big, work hard, and stay connected while you catch the news right here. William Theo wishing you all a restful night ahead.